Hello, so how do you get rid of driving anxiety? And why have you even got it in the first place? Where did it come from? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain those things. Let's get straight into it with a fun little demonstration, a little game that you can take part in, which will help to explain the point of this video. So all you need to do is first of all make sure you've got no injuries on your arms or your hands, any kind of shoulder injuries. You may not want to do this, but otherwise, let's get on with it. All you need to do is put your arms out in front of you. Imagine you're riding a bike. Imagine you're kind of sitting on a push bike and you're riding it and you're holding the handlebars like that. Now I want you to just close your eyes. So close your eyes down now and just allow yourself to relax. What I want you to do is now just imagine, only imagine and just imagine now that in your left hand you've got a massive balloon tied to your wrist. So in this left hand there is a massive helium balloon with string wrapped around your wrist, and you can hear this balloon going and filling and filling and filling with air, and this balloon is getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and the balloon is going up and up in the sky. Now in your right hand, I want you to imagine you're holding a bucket and someone is filling the bucket with water. So it's going splosh, 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 and it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. And just imagine that balloon getting lighter and the bucket getting heavier. Now stop, open your eyes. And what's happened with your arms? Do you notice that? Now that will work for most people. If it doesn't work, there are reasons why I'll cover in another video. But let me know if that worked for you. Most of you will have had your arms like this. Why? Because you imagined in this arm that you had a balloon lifting it, and you imagined here you had a bucket of water that was really heavy. Now the point is, did I say lift your arm? No. Did I say move your arm up? No. Some of you will have been aware that was happening when you did that. And you might think, what's the point of all this? The point is, you are imagining something that isn't there. You imagined a balloon, and what happened? And you imagined a bucket, and what happened? Your arms moved. The reason you have driving anxiety is because you are imagining something that isn't there. That just shows you how easy it is to imagine things that aren't there. So the whole reason you've got this problem, whether you feel scared when you're driving, you might feel nervous, you get stomach aches, headaches, all these things, it's because your mind is imagining something that isn't there. Now your mind is really powerful, so what can have happened is at some point in the past, something has happened that's given your mind the impression that driving is dangerous. Something can have happened, and most of the time it's got nothing to do with driving. Many people think, what's happened? Was I in a car crash or did something happen? It's often nothing to do with driving whatsoever. And that's why I can help you get rid of your driving anxiety, because I understand where it comes from and how to get rid of it. So the point of that demonstration is just to show you how sometimes you might not be expecting something to happen, and it does. It's like when you go out driving in a car, and I work with people all over the world. People phone me up and I'll sit here and I work with them and they say, I don't get this. I've been driving for years, 30, 40, 50 years, and I've never been scared of driving. And now I'm terrified, especially bridges. Loads of people say to me, why have I suddenly got this fear of going over bridges? Because you're imagining something that isn't there. Now another common thing people say is, well, I've tried to get rid of this, but it just doesn't work. And a very common thing I hear is people saying, well, I've been to driving instructors and they just made it worse because they just shouted at me. Have you ever had that experience of an instructor shouting at you? Well, that's the difference with me, because I'm not just a driving instructor. I understand how the mind works. I understand where anxiety, fear and phobia comes from, and that's why I can help people get rid of it in ways that other people who are just driving instructors can't do. But how do you get rid of driving anxiety? Well, the point of that demonstration with the bucket and the balloon is just a bit of fun to show you how your mind can play tricks on you. Now, all we need to do to get rid of your driving anxiety is to find the cause of why you have driving anxiety. And that's what I do. I help people all around the world find that cause, fix it, and get rid of the anxiety. Many people think that they're stuck with it. They think, well, I'm just like that. That's just how it is. It's just how I am. No, that is completely wrong. Nobody is born with a fear of driving. You, at some point, may not have had a fear of driving. And this is the thing for anybody watching this who doesn't have driving anxiety. Anyone can get it at any time. I've worked with hundreds of people who have said, you know, I've been driving 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Why have I suddenly got this fear? I've never been afraid of driving before. I've never had anxiety on the motorway, on bridges, driving at night time. Lots of people who come and work with me are really embarrassed, a lot of men especially. This is like a big macho thing where men are afraid to admit that they're scared of driving. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Most drivers have driving anxiety. Now, I'll be talking about that in another video. So that's all you need to know for this video. And if you've enjoyed this, remember to like it, leave me any questions you've got, and I'll answer them and get back to you whenever I can. So thanks for watching. Watch out for more videos coming soon. And if you've got driving anxiety, don't worry, because you can get rid of it quite easily.